It's number 8. Lucky number 8.
Since when?
We're one off my high school number in baseball, which is 9 for Ted Williams. But we'll talk about that next.
I was honestly worried about what you were going to say. One off my number of, I was like,
what was your number in sports?
16.
16?
Yeah.
Okay. I was 9 and 14. That's what I went to. 14 for soccer and 9 for baseball.
So you didn't make the top. You didn't make the team.
No, I was a starter on every senior.
Back when I
roster.
first started playing soccer, the starting 11 had to be numbered 1 to 11.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
I digress.
Rip.
Now you got people running around with all sorts of crazy numbers. Ridiculous. Right, so episode 8.
And now we got esports players putting numbers on. I saw a Twitter poll like, should esports players or esports jerseys have numbers on them? Yes or no? And a lot of people said no because they're pointless.
Depends on the jersey. I think like the limited edition like baseball jersey we do is pretty cool with numbers on the back. Otherwise, it looks very plain back there. True. But on your traditional esports jersey, probably not. More sponsor space, more money.
More money. So you don't really have a preference.
I would say on traditional esports jerseys, no, they look kind of out of place. I remember FaZe had them on theirs.
100 Thieves was doing it based on the year. So
yeah, well, we have the 100 Thieves jersey just back.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want me to grab it real fast so you can prove your point?
Right, yeah.
Watch out, fast!
I don't know how we ended. Didn't you get this at like a Twitchcon or something? We could give that thing away on Twitter and get some. The
2000. It's still got
19.
This 2000. Still got the tags on it. Look,
this is gonna be worth some money one day.
They gave me an extra large. I know. Don't know what they were trying to say. Yeah, no, I was invited to the 100 Thieves party.
Were you invited or did you just sneak in?
Me sneak in. Saturday. Oh, who's the chunky Englishman trying to get in a pie? Good eye, Mike. Can I get in there for a beverage? You know, they're going to be like, come on. You're going to eat all the buffet out you get.
So this was 2019 TwitchCon.
Yes.
That was the last TwitchCon.
Yeah.
The very last one. Little did we know at that
Lil
time.
Dicky put on a private show there.
That's true. I remember that.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I remember seeing it on Twitter. I didn't even go to I've never been to a TwitchCon. I've never been to a gaming convention.
Ready?
So no, not one.
So yeah, no, they gave us goodie bags. It's a nice jersey. It's a little bit weird, like how they have everything sublimated in like Rocket Mortgage, Red Bull, and Totino's, but then 100 Thieves and Thieves on the front is quite
sticky.
It's been pressed on. It didn't make much sense to me.
Well,
But
they are the apparel experts, so whatever they do is the right way to do it.
That's a very sweeping statement, Luke. So there you go. I've had this for 2 years now. I actually got 2 of them.
Really?
Abby my girlfriend wears the other one.
I might just yoink this one so I can sell it like 20 years from now for big money.
Okay.
Anyway, a little tangent there on
numbers,
esports jerseys and numbers.
Constantly.
We'll read some of the lovely comments we got. All 2 of them that we got in our last video.
Did you not ask for comments?
Maybe I didn't. We got 37 likes, but only 2 comments. So if you're liking the video, just drop us a nice comment.
And how many views did it get?
521. Man, everybody wants to see us 2 talk. We really pull in the numbers.
We just do this for our own egos.
Okay, so Tyler Wingert.
Oh, Mr. Twitch.
I don't know. I probably butchered your last name, Tyler, if you're watching this.
The Bayside resident.
Wingert, Tyler Wingert. He says, got Luke cooking up videos on the weekend. Sheesh. That's his comment.
You don't cook up videos at all.
We record this during the week, and then it usually gets published over the weekend. It's usually our video editors who are putting in the work on the weekend.
The people who actually work.
Yeah, the people who actually do the hard work.
Luke literally just sends a tweet once a day.
And then we have, I believe his name is Timur. Says, awesome to see Span Cargo make an appearance.
Oh, yes, Span was in the last one.
Also, Tribizzle, just so you know, Sonics have outthrown TSM FTX in grenades thrown during ESL group stage with 118, while TSM had 88 in third place and Gas Cans had 90.
Yeah, because TSM were dead all the time.
Okay, guess who's thrown the most frags on our team?
Mime. You just said his name.
There's one other player. They both tied for 36th throne.
Tiggleton.
Yep. H1 had 30.
Because
in the top
I don't know if you
four
watched ESL. That mofo died about 5 times with a grenade in his hand. He was doing his best Purdy Curdy impression.
He was.
Yeah, I was like, stop. I told him on his stream, I was like, listen, you've died 3 times already with a grenade in your hand. Just shoot back.
So there you go. I don't know how Tamura has this detailed information.
He's probably just made it up.
He's just counting them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a grenade.
Maybe he does
Mark
shots.
it down.
He does shots for every grenade throw.
So we got the analyst here giving us the fact check.
I'm sure
so thank you, Tamura. That's actually some interesting information.
Well, you know what they say. You know, if you're alive longer, you get to throw more nades. So,
should we just go into ESL then? Now that we're on the,
yeah, I
on
mean,
the
ESL
topic?
was fun.
Was it fun?
Well, we were like I said, we were never ever going to win because the curse.
True. So the curse stands.
The curse. If the Sonics can't defeat the curse,
no one can.
No one can. So the curse stands.
So what's our strategy for PCS 5? Just tank groups?
Do exactly what we did at PGIS. Start off strong, be crap in the middle, finish strong.
There you go. I mean, we were talking about it before the start of the podcast, but we won in super points.
Yes,
which I didn't know we did until you.
I told you because I actually watch our teams. And
I watch all of our teams. I knew that I could find the super points.
This guy is lying to
you. But I just did not take the time to figure out where to find it.
This guy's girlfriend has been living with him for the past couple of weeks.
Not true. She's now back at school.
Yeah, has been living with him. Not is. True. This guy's been like AFK, and then I knew the day she'd left because it was like 11 p.m. and this guy was still on Discord. I was like, "Hey, Luke, what you doing, buddy?" He's like, "I'm playing Apex."
Doesn't matter because I still reached gold 2 on Valorant.
Excellent, good job.
And I'm about to hit platinum.
I can't. Valorant's just driving me crazy lately. I did like 2 weeks of not playing it, and now I can't hit. Like I couldn't hit much before, but now I certainly can't.
Yeah, you do lose it pretty fast, I will say.
That was funny when the other night before we went out and Ian played.
We did have Ian smurfing on your account.
Don't
ban us, Ryan.
But Ian did sit in my computer chair and absolutely murder some fools in Silver 1.
Yeah. It's like, look, man, you just pick Jet and then you just do this, and that, and it's just easy, man.
That was ridiculous because he would just dash onto the site. If I did that, I would have been gunned down. Saying.
He throws the smoke and he dashes in on site. If in any other lobby I played in, if I did that, everybody just go boop, just point at the smoke and just spray.
Yeah.
And I would be dead.
There's mofos jumping around. Nobody's even there.
No one's even on site. Yeah. So paid actors.
Yeah. And then you took over the keyboard. He did the mouse. That was a disaster. Yeah. Then you played. That was a disaster.
Okay. Well, your sense is a disaster. This guy has the highest. This guy's playing at like 1200 DPI over here.
800 DPI.
He's playing like OSU or whatever.
Ian said it was a good sense. So he's a professional.
Back to PUBG.
Sorry about that. We digress.
We finished with 213 points, which was in first place over Oath, which had 194.
Thanks, Wildcard, for letting Oath qualify, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Oath weren't going to make it, and then was it Zetalot was behind them?
Yeah.
Like, sprayed, like, snuck all the way there. It was 3, I think it was 3 of Gas or 3 of Dodge above them. Mm-hmm. And then 2 of Oath, and then Zetalot just like shot at a guy, thought he killed him, went to the transfer. The other guy just turned around and beamed him.
Talk about paid actor.
Talk about like I want to check the VODs and the books here. I want to see if Oath paid off Wildcard for that intentional throw.
We also had the most kills. You know, it's funny looking at these stats because watching the broadcast, like it seemed like we were just playing really bad. Like we just could not get breaks. Like. Even when we got to the final circle and we were like top 3, something still would go wrong. I
don't think the team, like the thing is like the team obviously have incredible fragging power. But the reason it looked like we played bad is because normally when you see Sonics in that situation, they close it out.
That is true. You just clutch it up.
A lot of people, we died a lot early, kept getting like weird, like, and it's not. I can't even really say that we had bad circle. Look, we had a lot of games.
Especially I think week 2. I mean, we were circle blessed.
We could have played. We weren't Young Kings blessed.
True.
I mean, they win 4 games with like 30 kills.
Yeah, 3 wins. Yeah. But we had the most kills, the most points, damage dealt. I think we had the most damage.
Probably.
I mean, if you had the most kills. So on paper, we had a pretty good series.
Yeah.
It just the format didn't really play into our favor that time.
I think everybody was concentrating too much on the format and the I think that's kind of like the downside of it, because like, you know, if you're playing like, obviously the Sonics played strong games and finished first in the Super System, but when you come into the last day of ESL and Young Kings have 3 wins, you're not going to win 3 out of 4 games.
Yeah,
really, are you?
You need a lot of luck for that. Well, fun fact, when we were at PGIS, the longest we went without winning a game was 27 games. That was a long stretch. That was like 2 weeks worth of games of just not winning. So we didn't quite reach 27 games, but we got close. We hit like, I think 20 or 19 was when we finally won one at ESL. And even at PGS, they were saying that during that dry streak of 27 games, they were talking like, we got to stop thinking about winning and just play like we usually do, and then the wins will come to us. Like it's in our head that we have to win.
Be fine. Like I said, great stories. We finished 7th overall in the actual ESL format, which is madness that a team that wins on Super Points finishes 7th. Yeah. I think that's the way, when we were talking about the formats, the discrepancies of it, but that's just a different game style. So as I said to the team, I mean, I said like the Super System I prefer, but the system we're in now definitely adds its own twist to it, and it is exciting. So I think going into PC, you know, finishing 7th guaranteed us our spot at PGC.
That is true. We can talk about PGC. We're locked in, so you will see the Sonics at the
we are in
PUBG Grand Champions, and I think it's 5 from NA go.
Well, this is so. It's 6.
5 from NA.
6.
Well,
one guaranteed SA place, but the people who win PCS 5 are guaranteed.
to go.
So technically, you could be
7.
So technically, it's 4 guaranteed NA spots.
True. So so we're already
not
going.
4, but like, not guaranteed. There's 4 spots up for grabs.
We don't care though. We got 605 points, so we're going regardless. Oath is in 2nd, TSM in 3rd, Dodge in 4th. Dodge has made some ground up at PCS 4. And Dignitas is holding on there.
Dig's in trouble. Yeah. Dig having a bad ASL is in trouble. They have to. Dig and SSG are in trouble.
SSG's really in trouble. They're only at 190 right now.
They pretty much have to win to go to which is, I mean, they've just dropped Uncivil.
I did see that. That's a huge change. Like right in the middle, right after the tournament, I think.
Well, I thought they needed a change, but you know, I think someone called it beforehand with those teams. It's like you're putting a lot of big voices on one team. It's going to be hectic. Yeah,
a lot of cooks in the kitchen, as they like to say. I hope SSG does well for our boy Sharp Shot. But who did they bring? Do we know who SSG is picking up? Don't we know where Uncivil went?
Uncivil went to Any Trolls in Chat.
Any Trolls. Okay.
ATC.
Interesting. Where are they on this? ATC is not even on this PGC point list. So
yeah, weird move. I don't know. I know he's playing PCS 5 there, unless he's just taking some time off and just playing the game to play the game. If I was Civ, I probably would have been pushing to get on a team that still had a chance.
Sure.
You know, there's teams
gas cans or something.
Gas, Dodger, but like I'm sure those teams wouldn't want to make changes if they're doing okay.
If things are working, yeah.
I mean, gas cans have 2. I think they have 2 New Zealanders, 2 Kiwis on there, with like giga ping. So that's
that always helps.
I seen a clip Hikerman shooting around corners, bro. I'm just like, come on.
Yeah, they have Hikerman and how do you pronounce Nikus?
Nikus.
Yeah. Yeah, both from Australia. So.
Are you sure that's Australia, Luke?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
It says Australia.
I thought they were New Zealanders.
Well, the flag. Okay, Hikerman is New Zealand.
There you go.
Okay, at a glance, on Wikipedia they look. I didn't realize they were that.
They're very similar flags, Luke.
Today I learned it.
There you go.
What? They look so similar.
As a British man, I know all of my colonies.
I don't know any of. Is New Zealand a colony of? Yeah.
Well, it was. Yeah.
How the heck did you guys get down there?
We conquered the world, baby. We had boats and guns that nobody else did over there. The British Army sailed around the world with their boats and their guns, and went to countries with no guns and was like, "Do you have a gun?
Like, no.
Do you have a flag? Well, here's the flag.
It's ours."
And you can make your own flag, but it's got to have our flag in it somewhere.
In a little corner of it, yeah. Unless you're American.
And then that was it.
Interesting. Well, it's funny because I think maybe it's just me, but I think just Americans in general do not know their
No, you
flags.
don't.
Because I remember when I originally started in esports, I was with a European org, just helping with their social media on the side. And something came up about the flags, and they were all British, like they're all from England, and they're all just roasting me in our WhatsApp because I didn't know what. I was like, guys, I need help like picking out the flags for like this tweet I was doing or something. Because I'm like, I don't know what the heck these flags are.
So American.
And they're like, are you kidding me? How do you not know? Like,
I used to be. You remember the app called Quiz Up? I used to be like ranked 4th on flags in the world. I love that. I know my flags.
well, yeah. So it's such a weird piece of knowledge. I feel like if you ask me like what the France flag looks like, I don't know. It's probably like the stripes, like the 3 colors and stripes. Like Google France.
Tricolor.
Okay, I was right. It's 3 stripes colors. So I knew. But there's
All right.
multiple flags that look like that.
Let's
though.
have a quick game.
Oh, okay.
Let's say we're gonna give Luke 3 flags and see how many he gets. And I'm gonna do easy ones.
All right, easy.
Easy ones.
Yeah, okay. Don't make it too easy.
No, easy ones.
Just like in like the EU.
Yep. All right, which flag is this? Editors can put it in.
You're gonna have to. Oh shoot!
It's literally
Oh,
the French flag.
Yeah, that's who. Okay, it's either Denmark or wait, Spain.
Jesus Christ. Spain's red and yellow.
Oh, okay.
Denmark's red and white.
Oh, is it? It's not Sweden because they have the Golden Cross. Is it like Switzerland or Finland? I have no idea.
The Netherlands.
Netherlands. Okay, I was close. That was going to be like my 5th guess.
Where are you close?
All
right. This one.
Give me an easier one.
That one was not hard. This one's super easy.
Oh yeah. That's the Swiss
flag.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Easy.
Locking that in.
Lock in. Final.
Flexing. That's not Switzerland.
What?
That is not
Yes, it is. What is it?
England.
No, it's not. They had the British flag. It's like the cross.
That's Great Britain.
What?
This is England.
You have multiple flags?
Yeah.
Since when?
The
Wait, what
Union-
does the Swiss flag look like?
It's
This
red.
is unacceptable. Swiss flag. Oh, it's just inverted. This is dumb. All right.
So if you look at you're thinking of that being.
Yes, that's
So that
the
is
English
the
flag.
No, that is the 3 flags. You got the red cross in the middle for the UK. The blue at the background is Scotland with the white thing, and then the thin red is Northern Ireland.
Why?
This is an amalgamation of the 3 flags.
Yeah, but England is its own country,
Correct.
right?
So is Scotland and Ireland and Wales. Unfortunately, Wales didn't.
Ireland isn't.
Was when this flag was created.
Oh,
We
I
still
didn't-
have Northern Ireland. Right, 0 for 2. The fact you didn't get England is very worrying. And you were flexing.
This is bad, dude.
Let me think. I gotta think of like one that there's no way you don't. Okay, there's no way you don't get this one.
Australia.
No, we're staying in Europe because we're keeping it easy for you.
Germany.
This is like one of the most like standout European flags, so there's no way you don't get it.
Oh, that's definitely Spain.
I've literally on the last one just told you Spain is red and yellow. This
Okay,
one is
wait.
quite obviously
wait.
red and green.
Italy.
Italy.
Locking it in. That's cool. I don't know how to little crest on it.
Because it's not Italy.
I was gonna say Greece.
It's not Greece either. It's Portugal.
Wait, that's Portugal.
Yes.
I give up, dude. I did not.
What? How are you so bad at flags?
Dude, I don't never see these flags ever.
Italy.
I never see these flags. Where
You
would I
thought
see
that
these
was
flags?
Italy? What does Greece's flag look like?
I don't know.
It's blue and white.
Listen, for the longest time, I did not know that. What's that famous place in Italy?
Milan?
No.
Rome?
Yes, I did not know Rome was in Italy until last year.
Where did you think it was?
I had no idea. I thought like it was in
That's
like.
Italy.
That's Italy. Okay.
Red and green.
Well, as soon as you say red and green, then I thought Italy. I just forgot
missed
the
the white.
stripe. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, today we learned Luke is awful at flags. He thought
They don't teach you that in school. And like, what purpose do you need to know like what a flag is? Like, that's just useless information. It's just useless to know. And if I need to know, I'll just Google it, right?
Yeah.
And there's so many, and half those flags look exactly the same. They all have the 3 stripes, or like the Sweden one and the other one.
We didn't even look
cross.
at what does Sweden look like to you?
Well, I Googled it.
It's blue with a yellow.
Okay, I meant Switzerland. Whatever.
You
They're all
love
the same. They're all very similar, in my defense.
Okay. Wow.
Moving on, just something I might know slightly
Luke's
more
going to be
on.
like, AP, go ahead, cut that bit out.
Yeah, to our video editors, please cut from like 15 minutes to like 22
I want it
minutes.
to stay. I want that. That will generate comments right there.
I can't be the only one who had no idea what half those flags were.
Hey, maybe in the editing we can show like the flag can pop up and pause before you answer it, and see people can see how many they got right. But those
I'm sure they'll all get them right.
they were 3 easy. The England one is shocking. That you didn't know that.
That is shocking too, because I remember seeing that flag during the Euros.
World, yeah, the Euros. Like,
But just on its own, I was like, that's definitely not England.
you
So
thought
I was
everything was
thinking-
Switzerland. I don't know why. Why do you think I was going to show you this? It's Pikachu.
So I had no idea you had 2 flags. So which flag do they fly the most? Like, what's the most common one they fly over?
Depends where you are.
Why?
Well, I mean,
Just
the
flag-
most commonly
pick one.
is the Great British flag, the Union
Right.
Jack, but then like on certain British palaces and monuments, they fly the English flag too.
Dumb European things.
Okay.
Got it.
This coming from like you guys have 51 flags in one country or
Yeah, but
50
nobody
flags?
cares about state flags. I mean, literally, nobody knows what a state flag looks like. Nobody cares.
I know.
No, you don't.
I know a lot of them.
Like, the only state flag I know what it looks like is Vermont. 'cause
What
that's
about
where I grew up.
California?
Oh, it has the
Got the bear on it.
Yeah, true.
South Carolina, the palm tree, the half with the little crescent
I
moon.
didn't know that. State flags, I think, are useless, and like
I
nobody.
know my flags.
I guarantee you, no American would be able to know 90% of the state flags, except for like their home state.
Okay.
But we have one, their stars and stripes, baby.
That's all. Hey, it's a nice flag.
That's a nice looking flag.
It is a nice looking flag.
Yeah.
I wonder why countries always prefer red, white, and blue when they do flags.
Well, I was just thinking. This is kind of related. I think on Twitter I get these tweets sometimes showing like the most engaged esports team on Twitter for that month, and I should find that tweet. But like, and it was like the tip, like it was like FaZe, 100 Thieves, a couple other ones, but like more than half, like 75% of them were either red, black, or red and black, or red, black, and white. And I'm like, when I approach esports branding, I would stay far away from red, black, and white now, because half of the teams that you think of,
Sentinels, red and black.
yeah,
FaZe,
Sentinels,
red and black.
FaZe, 100 Thieves, TSM is black and white, no red, but I'm like, come on, guys, be like yeah, they are cool colors, but like, come on, like, literally, they're all the same.
Any teal fanboys
Yeah,
and
any
shit?
teal. I mean, I will say teal is a weird color,
But
teal is
it
weird.
looks good.
It looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
Yeah,
supposed to
it
see-
wouldn't be my first color I would go
What
to.
colors would you go for, Luke?
If I was starting an esports org, probably red and black. Red is my favorite color, so
Well,
if it
when I
works
first-
for them,
hey,
it'll work for me.
When it first got here, I was shown like the couple of logos, like the couple of color patterns they had gone for. One of them was like a burnt orange color,
Ooh. Well, I feel like,
like the floor, really.
that could be cool, I guess.
But we went with a teal.
With teal. Yeah, I feel like teal is a safer choice. Teal and black is nice.
Teal and black.
I guess I can't make too much fun because we do have black and white brandings at times. Though teal is pretty different.
Oh.
Anyway,
We digress.
yeah, we've been all over the place so far this podcast. Let's go to Mexico.
I love that Pikachu. It's Switzerland.
I have no idea what meme you're referencing.
You know, who's that Pokemon? It's like, it's Pikachu.
Oh, right.
Clefairy.
Yeah.
You're like, it's Switzerland.
I thought I was getting an easy one right there, Switzerland.
And then the fact that you said Spain for Portugal. I said Spain is yellow and red, bro. And you were like, Spain. Bro, do you know your colours? Do we need to have a separate conversation?
But you're like, let me pick an easy one. I was
College
thinking like, okay, like
education,
China
Luke
or like,
Goodling.
what's the Russian flag even look like?
Oh, Jesus, come on. He's gonna think it's the old Soviet red with the sickle.
See, another 3-stripe thing. Like, this is dumb. You guys have no creativity over there. Oh, 3 colors, put it in a stripe, call it a flag.
Yup. Flag.
We got 14 stripes. You know what the 14 stripes stand for?
Yes.
What is it?
It was isn't it the original breakaway colonies or something?
14 colonies.
There you go. Hey, what am I saying? Nobody taught me that. I just know it. Do you know why? Because I'm
educated.
I like my flags.
You're an educated European.
Well.
All right. Well, after embarrassing myself in the first half of the podcast, I think it's a good time, a good segue onto our next topic.
You about to turn this franchise around, Luke?
Yep.
Hey, PUBG water bottle from MPL. Look at that.
Yeah, that's a throwback.
Nice.
Mexico Major. We beat Disrupt to punch our ticket. I was nervous going to that Disrupt match because I'm like, we're going to throw this.
We do like to make it interesting.
We do like to make it. But it wasn't. We won by what?
7-4?
7-3?
7-4, 7-5, I think it was. No, great. Hey.
Locked it in, baby.
And then you showed me that thing. It's like, apparently, even if we finish last in the major, somehow it's a 92% chance that we still make SI.
Let me find that tweet that I sent. Yeah, I mean, so if we finish in 15th place, dead last in the major, we still have a 92% chance.
That's the worst place we can finish, because 19 going to be the...
And if we finish in 12th place, we're at 98%. So basically we're going.
But the thing is, was this the same guy who made the stats like we're 96% likely to make the major, and then it came down to the last game?
True. I will say that this is coming off of information from random Twitter people. So for all we know, these could just be completely made up numbers. But I like to think that it's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, top 16 SI points go to SI. So you'd think. Oh, we're getting messages. You'd think if we had a good major, that would pretty much lock us in.
Yep.
Because you get SI points no matter where you finish, apart from last. So yeah, but what a great, we beat Disrupt. I know you were nervous.
I was nervous.
I just thought, what a way to do it. I mean, to even go to their best map, and some people call them crazy, but there you go. You beat them on their best map.
That is true, because we picked their best map, and the announcers were like, I can't believe Soniqs would pick this. What a dumb mistake. Like, it's doomed. Like, Disrupt's going to Mexico. And I was like sweating. I'm like, oh my God, we did it again. We did it in Valorant. We'll do it in Rainbow Six, picking everybody's best map. But we pulled it off.
We're going to Breeze, baby. Pikachu me.
Yep. So our group is Team 1 Esports.
Yep.
Cyclops Athlete Gaming.
CAG,
what a name. Yep. And BDS Esports. We have quite the unique names in our group.
I know people are super excited for BDS, like for the rematch of BDS between Trico and Wrexham, because apparently they went at it when Wrexham was on LG. So that'd be interesting. But yeah, nice group. I mean, we can talk about all the groups.
Yeah, we can do like group predictions off the rip. So who's the top two coming out of our group? I think it's going to be BDS and us.
I think us and CAG.
Us and CAG. I guess BDS didn't look too good.
Isn't Team 1 supposed to be really good? Us and one of the other three.
Fair enough. No, Team 1 had looked decent. I think they did they beat Dark Zero once? They might have.
On LAN? Anyone could beat Dark Zero.
True.
Oh, sorry, let me rephrase that. International LAN, because, they won a lot of games.
That is true. I'm finally back on LAN. Well, in overtime. They just got to figure that out.
Right.
So I'm saying BDS and Susquehanna Sonics are coming out of Group A. Yep. Group B, well, we have the scratch from Knights. They're not going because of the Australian COVID stuff. Not really a big surprise there. But you also have Furia, Na'Vi, and Space Station.
I mean, you'd think Na'Vi, SSG. Mm-hmm. But those South American teams, they certainly can throw a spanner in the works. So, but I am going to go Space Station, Furia.
I'll go Na'Vi just to mix it up.
Okay.
Group C, also known as a group of death, you have Damwon Gaming, which I don't really know much about them at all. No idea. I can't imagine they're like top line, but who knows? Damwon, Dark Zero, G2, and NIP, the reigning champs.
I think Nip got in.
Nip has to get in.
Yeah, and then take your pick. Throw a dart at the dartboard.
Yeah, it's either DZ or G2.
Or damn one game.
Nah. Damn one might win a game, but I don't think they're...
So I remember it's best of ones in the group stage.
True.
Is there overtime? Is it the same overtime rules?
Does this say? 4 double round robin groups. All matches are BO1. It doesn't say. They probably do overtimes like they do for the R6 NAL.
Maybe.
But I'm going with this Dark Zero is going to get out of groups. They always have a way of things working in their favor. So I'm going to go NIP and Dark Zero. That's tough though. I mean, G2 wasn't, they're not their old ways.
Depends which G2 turns up, yeah. G2 don't look as hot as they used to. Yeah, I don't disagree with that. But I don't know. That's just too hard to pick between the three. One of those, it's going to be nip on one of the other three, obviously. But I don't know which one. I'd like to see it be down one. Send it. Yeah,
underdog. I'll be for that. Make our run easier in theory.
Well, not really, because it's got through a group with G2 and Dark. None of these teams are trash.
Group D, Invictus Gaming, another Asian team that their elite team was very good, but I'm not sure about their Rainbow Six team. Team Empire, Team Liquid, and TSM. That's a tough group too.
Tough. It depends. Again, I think that group, a lot of it depends on what Team Empire turns up.
Yeah.
If like the Machine turns up, I'm gonna say Liquid Empire.
I was just gonna say the same thing, actually. Yeah.
I don't know why I got a feeling. I got a feeling about this. Geo playing in his home country could go absolutely crazy. I would love to see TSM make it. No, I'm going to say TSM. TSM and Liquid.
Liquid. I like Liquid. I think they'll do well. Yeah. I was rooting for them in SI. There you go. That's kind of. It all starts Monday. I don't know if I can.
Crazy.
We play. I don't know if the schedule's like confidential, but this is coming out. Who cares? We're leaking it anyway.
Nani.
First match we play is at 2 p.m. PDT time, which is 5 o'clock Eastern. And that's versus Team 1 Esports. So that's how we're starting off Mexico.
Well, we should tell a funny story about Mexico. Super and his dog.
Oh, yeah. You want to tell the story?
Super met there's always those things that that happen where you think, is this real? Is this really happening? Super dog ate his passport.
I remember when you told me that. I was like he
what?
has to, are you pulling my leg right now?
No, I was like, really? I was like, firstly, why is your passport not locked away? Secondly, why is it in reach of your dog?
Right.
Thirdly, why would your dog eat a passport? Mind you, that dog did eat my Hearthstone notebook.
It did. You were upset about that.
I was.
I mean, his dog just has a affinity for office products, I feel
Apparently.
Like.
Yeah. But yeah, so Super had to drive to, I believe, Phoenix or Arizona yesterday.
Yeah, Arizona.
Yeah, to go get his new passport.
Well, I'm glad he got a new passport in time.
Well, thank you, Lauren, by the way. Lauren being the excellent person that she is drove him that way because he doesn't drive, obviously. Born to be driven. Yeah, so they said that, because it wasn't like you could still see everything on the passport. It was like just a corner of it. But it was like...
It wasn't completely eaten, but it was...
I mean, it'd been nibbled.
Chunk. Yeah, it was probably 15% missing.
Yeah. They didn't want to take the risk, so we had to get there, and so that was... Everyone else on the team was okay. But yeah, the
dog ate his homework.
Yeah. The dog pretty much ate his passport. So it's all sorted now, but yeah, it's going to be an interesting tournament. I think it's really not. I'm just really happy that we get to go to an international.
Yeah, it's been a while. Last time we were at one was
DreamHack
with 2019.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. The only remaining player is Super.
Survivable.
He finds a way.
Well, Lauren's still here.
True.
Lauren is our sub.
That is true. She might go, hey, if Super still can't get through security or something.
Oh, it'd be so much fun. Dude, I was hoping so badly that we beat TSM or Dark Zero lost on the second to last week because we were going to play Lauren.
That would have been awesome.
I would have loved to see Lauren get up on stage and like frag out. That would have been so cool.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, but then we lost. Classic. And then we obviously in classic Susquehanna Sonics fashion, we took it to the very last game.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we didn't win 8-7 in overtime.
For the fans.
Yeah. For the content.
But
yeah, I'm super excited for it, man. It's what's the prize pool? It's a $500,000 prize pool, isn't it?
Let me take a look. Well, first place gets 200,000. So yeah, 500,000.
Not bad.
Yep. Single Elam in playoffs, man. That's gonna be.
How about we play? Hey, what if we win?
Imagine.
I'll be dancing.
Imagine that.
I would finally. Maybe we'd finally win an esports award.
Do we know if PUBG's gonna get nominated?
I don't know.
Probably not. They have their favorites.
Haven't some of the awards already come out? Like SSG got nominated for like Apparel of the Year.
Really? Yeah. I haven't looked lately, but I know everybody from the Sentinels were upset when they had like the creatives nominations.
That reminds me. I wonder if it's been changed yet. I don't know if I can leak it, but I need to check.
Leak it anyway, just for fun.
Screw it. Leaked.
Sentinel's because Sentinel's creative team has done an amazing job with the coverage of their team this year, and I don't think any of them got nominated. So.
It hasn't been jam. I'm gonna dig it. Yeah, they can get nominated. Well, their Valorant team will probably win Team of the Year. Best esports team of the year, won one land.
Well, they're going to Berlin. They might win too.
Wow. How about 5?
I wonder. I think they're gonna have a harder time in Berlin.
Well, didn't somebody who was in Valorant didn't like Envy just pick up someone like some player from Andbox or something?
Probably. I think Envy might be out. Well, by the time this podcast comes out,
NRG, I don't know. And I always get NRG and Envy confused.
Yeah, they're all those teams are making changes. TSM right now. Well, we don't know if TSM makes it yet, but by the time this podcast
won't be there.
We will definitely not be there.
We're not going to be there.
We are playing in the NSG Summer Championships next week, though.
No, are we?
I think we play Immortals right off the bat.
Excellent.
That's the rumor. So I haven't really seen much of Immortals. Like you hear about them, but I never see them play really. So I guess they're not really like. Let's check their rankings. I don't think they're.
They're in the top 20. I think they're like 2. Well, I mean, we got demoted pretty hard.
Yeah, we kind of tanked.
VLR.
Well, we're in 13th. So.
Yeah, from 9th.
Immortals is 16th.
Yeah.
I've never seen Immortals play, I don't think. Andbox is 17th?
Those stats are weird, man.
That's weird.
You get very few points for beating teams around you and like below you, and then you lose a game to Resonate, you lose 30 points.
Yeah.
It's going to take you 10 wins to get that back.
Yeah.
Weird.
Anyway.
So who do you think is going to win Rainbow Six?
Who's winning Rainbow Six? That's a tough one. It's going to be one of those LATAM teams.
You think?
They're in their own. They're in their.
You going to do it? Space Station game?
Oh. That's a good question.
I'm going with the Sonics.
Who from NA has the best chance?
Sonics.
You think so?
Best map pool.
Could be TSM.
Could be.
People
who aren't going to win it.
People who aren't going to win it.
I'm joking.
I don't think any of the APAC teams will win it.
No, probably not.
Who else wouldn't win it? Well, definitely 3 out of the 4 NA teams.
I can't see Europe winning it either.
You don't think?
No.
I feel like Europe's kind of. I think it's either going to be a LATAM team or a North American team.
I don't see Europe winning it. I don't see APAC winning it. I think, obviously, SSG are probably the strongest team out of NA.
Yeah.
Which is great. But I think we've got a chat. I think we've got a shot of making it quite far.
I think we'll do. I think we should.
We got some gunners, bro.
That's true.
If Grixer and Rexon go off,
Rexon just has to turn up. That one time we didn't. Rexon didn't.
And Sleeper Yeti's been popping off too. People like.
Yeti's like that solid second man on the team,
and he protects the team with his hype
and his muscles. I don't know what the stage setup's like, but I can imagine it's probably demoralizing to have Yeti
Flexing
10 meters, to your left, just flexing on you after every
and
round.
Grix a scrappy do.
They're pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, they are. They are definitely. I love that.
Every week we have this problem with your mic,
Bro, get better mic. I need a mic stand with
no,
like
it's
big
just
bass.
simple. The bass has to be in the same
But
direction.
I like to
as the
play with
mic.
it. So my favorite clip was like the clip that Super tweeted out. Like we did it together, and like when they win, and like they all like jump up and like start hugging each other. And then Super just stands in the middle and just goes, God! Somebody needs to turn that into Super going Super Saiyan.
True.
Just, but how does a bald Saiyan turn Super Saiyan?
You have to add that.
You make
post.
his beard go gold. That'd be a fun meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, what have we really else? What else have we got? We're Rocket League's off season right now. Some exciting stuff coming up.
Making moves in the wings for Rocket League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
making moves.
Making moves.
But there's not really much we can tell you about that just yet. So really, that's kind of it. Unless there's any esports news that we're like really just missing out on.
No, I did see some tweet this week about Krafton, PUBG's parent company or whatever, like went public.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think they finished the opening day like down 8%. That I wonder if you have like this is a dumb take, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Okay, this
for
is
the sake of the podcast.
Luke is not a financial advisor, just in case.
But if like obviously like EA and Blizzard and all them, like they're public. Like you can buy stocks in EA, right? But if you're a company that is known for which only has like one team, like think of like League of Legends. Of course they have Valorant now, but maybe 5 years ago,
was it League of Legends or Riot?
Riot Games.
Yeah.
So 5 years ago, all Riot Games had was League of Legends for a game. No other game. They didn't have any other game. And if Riot Games goes public,
wasn't Riot owned by Tencent?
yeah, they now have a controlling share. I think. Yeah.
So
do they have a controlling share? They have a lot. I'm not sure if there's a controlling share.
Luke's winding down a path in. This is not.
We're going crazy,
well.
all right? This podcast is all over the place. But imagine a world where, like, I feel like this is totally a thing, where if Riot Games goes public and they're the controller of League of Legends, right? And if like they have like some really bad patch on League or some champ is like really broken and the game just sucks, their shares are just gonna tank. And I'm thinking like Warzone. Warzone is in hot water right now because all the pros are switching over to Apex Legends because Warzone is unplayable with how many hackers are in the game now because they don't have a successful anti-cheat. So imagine that's owned by Activision, Blizzard, that conglomerate, whatever. Imagine if that was controlled by a singular developer. Well, who only had one game, which is Warzone. They went public, and then their shares just tank because of all these 14-year-old hackers. That's pretty crazy.
Yep.
So anyway,
I'm not going to have any input on that because that was just a tangent that I didn't expect.
That was like an early morning.
Luke stays awake
shower
at night thinking of these things.
So,
well,
other than that, like in terms of like gaming news this week, I mean, I guess the biggest thing is Apex Legends is like the number one game again.
I don't play it.
I love it. I think it's the best BR.
Oh, we got
the game. It's very hard to play as a solo player because it's so heavily dependent on how well your teammate or your teammates kind of like rotate and make like positional plays and stuff. And if you just have two randoms and like silver and gold, I just forget it's a hit or miss, but still pretty fun. Best BR by far.
No.
Way better than PUBG. I'm excited for Apex Legends esports because they just pumped. They're putting in like $5 million into the esports, and they have all this really cool circuit they're doing in the next year.
Apex esports was just when we were involved in it. It was just never fun to watch.
When we were in it, it was
never fun to watch.
Early stages. That's still pretty fun to watch.
Agreed.
I think it's very hard to be consistently good.
Any BRs can be really hard to watch.
But TSM, they're doing it. Imperial Hal, I met him. I met all those Apex guys. That's the cool thing is I met like all those Apex guys before they were like anything. Like I was like eating like McDonald's chicken nuggets with Imperial Hal in his hotel room in Poland before this guy was like anybody. Now he's like the biggest like streamer and pro, so that's kind of cool. And here I am, still don't know any flags.
Luke's trying to cover up something, try and like pull back some semblance of his dignity here for his performance with the flags.
No, that was a lost cause before we even started.
Right.
So,
well, the other news, Tempo Storm raised money for Invest Tempo.
That's true. I did not know that until you told me this morning.
That's for the Bazaar, I believe. I believe that game's coming out at the end of the year.
You're a big card game player.
Yeah, don't worry. I've got I'm gonna have a copy of it before it goes live.
You gonna have a beta key?
Oh, I'll have closed alpha key, baby.
You have to get me in, man. Gwent player, dude. I don't play Gwent as much as I used to, but
this man was trying to tell me to stop playing Hearthstone and start playing Gwent.
Well, that is the correct choice. I played Hearthstone for like maybe 2 months back in probably 2015.
It's a fun game. I mean, the new X pack is. Oh, sorry, but I am so like I had this thing the other night, right? And every time I fell asleep, my body would jolt me awake. For once, I was trying to go to bed at like a decent hour and get a good night's sleep.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional, but I'm pretty sure when that happens, that means you fall asleep so quickly that your brain thinks you're dying. So then it like jolts you awake to make sure you're not.
For 3 or 4 hours, I couldn't go to sleep. I had to start watching movies again. I was like, mother. And I watched some shit on YouTube and finally fell asleep. Yeah, but it was like 5 a.m. in the morning at that point.
Your sleep schedule is cooked. I don't know how you do it. You get like 4 hours of sleep a day, and you're fully functioning at all times. Yes. Like I did that all through college, and I was not a functional human being in college. Like I like June. This is probably why I don't know any flags or anything. It's because
you were asleep.
My junior year of college, like I was asleep in half my classes because I was getting like 4 hours of sleep, give or take. Senior year, I did much better. I was getting like 6 or 7.
4 hours is more than enough.
So, not to stay awake though. I don't know.
You just gotta power through. If you're on like 4 or 5 hours sleep, you're gonna feel tired. Like if you wake up at if you go to bed at like 5 a.m., you wake up at 9 or 9:30. You're gonna feel by the time it gets to 6 or 7 o'clock, you're gonna be really tired. You just gotta power through that 2 hour block until it gets like 9. And then you're back on it.
The longest I've ever gone without sleep is 42 hours.
Okay.
And that was crazy. I was like fully hallucinating.
Why did you stay up so much?
So I stayed up because at my school, at college, I was a general manager for the student radio station. And every spring semester, we did a 24-hour broadcast to raise money for, what was it? Well, I think it was cancer research we did it for. I forget. Anyway, and during that 24 hours, we would have it was fun. It was like a party and at the radio station and stuff like that. And we'd raise a ton of money. So for some reason, they began the 24 hours at 4 p.m. So wow. I would wake up at 8 for like a 8:30 class, and then throughout the afternoon go to class and do homework, and then at 4 p.m. that's when the 24 hours would start. So I'd already be up for almost 12 hours at that point, and not quite,
8
more like
hours.
8, yeah, not quite, and then. From there, it'd be another 24 hours. So now you're up to like 32 or something. And then you're like into Saturday. And then I had probably like football coverage because I was in the sports department. So I had I had to help cover like all their athletic events. And by that time, you're in the 40 hour zone. And it's just bad. So.
Luke just went out partied that night and got drunk. That's what he wanted to say.
Absolutely not. So actually, it was on a Thursday we did that. And then, I don't know. Long story short is do not stay up for 42 hours. Bad things happen.
One of the things they do, one of the first exercises, I don't know if they do it anymore, that they used to do in Sandhurst, which is the British Army Officer School. So one of your first exercises you do is you dig a trench as the group for 72 hours. Europe still uses the old trench warfare technique. You guys still haven't made it into the 21st century. You never know, apparently, right? I never did that. You dig it for 72 hours, and then you're allowed to rest, and then you come under attack, like half an hour or an hour after you fall asleep.
Nice.
and you have to bug out. But I can't imagine digging for 72 hours.
Yeah, it does not sound fun. Dude, they're still digging trenches over there in Europe. That was like a World War One strat.
No.
That's not even meta, bro. Trenches aren't even meta anymore, dude.
Yeah, but if you're
gotta go
coming
with the
under
times.
artillery fire, you need to have like a foxhole or a trench that you can get away from.
No, now you're chilling in like your home and you're flying like drones to
Not
do stuff.
everybody. There's still boots on the ground. Plus, it's team building, Luke. Maybe we should dig a trench for 72 hours. We've got to have all the players involved.
That sounds like content.
Hey, imagine. I'll get like.
Yeah.
Imagine how long do you reckon like Tig could dig for? He'd give up.
Digging is not. I've done my fair share of digging holes in my time growing up on a farm, and it's not easy, man.
No, it's not.
It is not easy work, especially if you have like bedrock you're getting into and it's like rocky.
Mhm.
It's not good.
Well, we have talked about some random stuff on this podcast.
Yeah, I think we need to stop the podcast now before we go any further.
Mm-hmm.
But next podcast we'll be able to talk about the results of Mexico. Might have some more information on Rocket League by then with moves we're doing there. And
We
we'll
may even have a mid podcast, John, because it's that thing's 10 days long, so I don't think it'll be 2 weeks before we record. So we might do a mid
special edition.
a Mexico special.
We love the Mexico.
Maybe if we get some people to get some good clips and we can like comment on the clips, and we can give Luke another flag quiz.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Maybe
Go,
maybe if we
do
move
some
to a
studying.
different continent, it'll be better. But he did ask me on while he was changing if Argentina was a country or a city.
Okay, well, there's a reason why the cameras weren't rolling when I asked that question. So.
Oh, I would have just denied it, but now you pretty much admitted it. So there you go. Luke, close us out. Take us home.
Thank you everybody for watching episode 8. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a subscription, turn the notifications on, share this with your grandmother, and we'll see you for episode 9.
Yep.
My favorite number.
Yep.
Peace.
Nice.